Hey y'all, hey, it's another episode of Sista Self-Care Sunday. Listen, we got a special episode for y'all today. I'm here. Y'all see we got our normal partner in crime, Denise, but I have two more people that are very special and dear to me on here. We have Felicia Hinton and Yolanda Rush. So when I tell y'all my girls, these are my girls. And this is a self-care Sunday. Is all about celebrating your sisters, your sister friends, and showing love. So they're my special guest today. Let's get into it.
Denise? Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. And I'm excited because we're actually here with our girls. Yo-Yos, as we call Yolanda and Felicia. So yes, we are going to have a special episode, and we're also wishing my girl, my sister, my partner in crime, Vanette, happy birthday. So we're excited to be here today.
Thank you. Thank you. So listen, y'all know on Sista Self-Care Sunday, we always trying to really talk about, taking care of self, right? But a big part of taking care of yourself is having your tribe. Where your crew at? And I got my crew with me today. We have I have a small, I always tell people, I don't have a lot of people. Like some people say they got a bunch of friends. I was like, no, I have a close-knit group, and it's a reason why, y'all. It's a reason why. So it's levels to this stuff. It's a reason why. Like this is the tight-knit crew. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how we met.
Well,
so we gonna look, we're gonna go back probably the furthest.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say.
Let's start with the furthest back. So I don't know why Yo-Yo looking to the side. Yo-Yo, you know I'm talking about you, yo.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I've been knowing Vanette since Drake was a baby, 7 months. So how old is Drake now?
About to be 36.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Listen, that's crazy. We've been knowing each other 35 years. Longer than most people been living nowadays, huh?
Right. That's true. Well, I met Vanette. It's a funny story, I guess. Straight from Mississippi, coming up to Detroit to go to college. Was staying with my aunt. I saw Vanette walking. She stayed next door to my aunt, so I saw her walking a couple of times, and I was like, my brother was already there, so he knew who she was. But when we got to class, I think it was a history class, right?
I think so.
I was there. I was sitting down, so I was like, oh, I know her. So me, then she said the country girl who always speaking to everybody. But anyway, I said to her, hey, don't I know you? She looked at me like, no. I said, yeah, I think I do know you. And she was like, no. I said, you stay next door to my Aunt Sarah? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm her niece. And I introduced myself, and it was like instant friendship. Thick as thieves. For 3 years that I lived up there, she was like my lifeline, because I'm not going to say right now. But I had some issues going on with family. But anyway, she became my lifeline. And she's been my lifeline and one of my closest and best friends for 35 years.
35 years, yo. And yo is like, when I met yo, like she said, we was in class, but I never remember seeing her next door. Yeah. And that's because I always was in the house. Like I always was in the house. So wherever I was going, I came in the house, I stayed in the house. And Yo-Yo, she like going down the street, waving at everybody. She knew everybody on the street that I didn't know, and I lived there for years.
Yeah.
So when we was in school and she was just like, I know you, I was like, Nope. I never seen you. But when she told me who her aunt was, I was like, oh my God. Like, you're right next door. After that, that was it. Like, I was like, we gonna be everywhere together. Oh my God. And let me tell y'all, like back in the day, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. Back in the day, they used to have a store called Lord and Taylor. For those of you who know, you know, Lord and Taylor was the store to go to. Yeah. Now listen, we two college students, we got these refunds, child. We all in Lord Taylor buying Coach purses, outfits, and everything, child. But yes. And Yo-Yo introduced me to the blues. Introduced me to the blues. Because she used to sit at her Aunt Sarah table, baby, and turn on some Betty Wright and carrying on. And I used to be like, girl, you younger than me. What you doing? She used to be like, it's my music. I'm like, okay, sis. But yes, so that's me and Yo-Yo, how we met. And next up, Felicia, you the next one.
Mm-hmm. So happy birthday, Vanette.
Thank you.
So Vanette and I go back to, we were 25 years old, and it makes us now what, a few years older. So we go back about 30 plus years also. And I met Vanette, I should say, at a job, a part-time job. We worked American Blind Company, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was a call center with a bunch of young girls here. We were young at that point. A bunch of young ladies there who were not that friendly. So I introduced myself into the ladies in the
How did
company.
you introduce yourself to the ladies, Felicia?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, okay. Felicia's being quite modest. Let me tell y'all how it happened. Picture this: a call center, a small area, right? It's a call center though, but it's the complaint department, y'all. So we get cussed out every phone call. Something is wrong. It's the complaint department. So everybody back is towards the aisle, but she got to walk down the center aisle so you can kind of see, from the side. So she walked down the aisle and she looking at people. She's like, "Hey, people!" Like she gets people to speak. She's like, "Hey, people!" And we all from the city because, of course, again, really friendly people are never from Detroit. Look,
right.
Really friendly people are never from Detroit. And so Felicia was like, "Hey, people," and we all looking like, why is she so happy? Like, we get cussed out on the regular, and she coming in here all bubbly. But oh my gosh! And to this day, like that's how she in every room. It's like, hey people, how y'all doing? The signature, baby, signature.
Well, that's one of those manners we gotta have, and I was raised to speak to people when you walk into the room. So I believe in that to this day.
That's right.
That is
but
correct.
You know what? Let me tell y'all something too. You can't sleep on the conservative girls either, because Felicia is very conservative and modest with her attire. But when I tell you she the one that introduced me to all the clubs, I was like, she was like, we're gonna go to Nichols. I'm like, what's Nichols? She was like, you ain't never been to Nichols. She had me all over the city, y'all. She introduced me to Fuzz. She introduced me to so many places. I was like, and then people always think like she was the innocent one. I'm like, y'all sleeping on that right there. Sis be out in them streets. She was in the streets. Oh, we used to have so much.
I had a good time. Right, we had a good time.
But she taught me. I learned a lot. Like I didn't know we could go out with only $5 in our pocket. She was so smart. She was like, I was like, I ain't got no money. She was like, girl, you don't need no money. All we need is $5. Somebody gonna buy us a drink. Either somebody gonna like you because you lighter, or somebody gonna like me because I'm brown. So we good. We got it covered.
We're somebody's type. We're somebody's type.
Exactly. One of us gonna be somebody's type. I was like, it was so funny. She was right. I was like, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I love Felicia so much because she has such a huge family and such a close-knit family. Like I always tease Felicia, right? Because Felicia is like, fellas, if you listening, You want a good wife? Let me tell you, Felicia, baby, listen, she's very family oriented. Family. Because she has family in Saginaw. Now we in like the Detroit, Southfield area or whatnot. And if they just get a new taco shell at a local store, Felicia is up to celebrate with the family. Like, y'all know we got the new tacos that came from. Like, we gonna have a ribbon cutting ceremony. We gonna have a reunion, get all the cousins over.
Right.
But when I tell you her family is so fun, oh my God, so fun. And they all looked like Felicia is the leader. She's just like the daughter. She's not even a sister, but they treat her like she the head of the family. They like, what Felicia say? Well, what Felicia do? She is like the head of the family. I love it, love it, love it. And they teach me how to play these games. What's the games that they had? Those little 3 things. What's that thing called?
LCR, LRC, left, right, center.
LRC,
Yeah,
like that.
this is
Left,
really
right,
fun.
center. Yeah. When I
Yeah,
tell y'all that's the funnest game ever. Like her aunts, hands down, just the sassiest, jazziest. And her mom can do all the hustles. All
can
the
do all the
hustles.
hustles, God, all the hustles.
She
Yeah.
teach me how to do them. Like I love Miss Deborah. She teach me how to do them. And then her aunt Inez, she got the best Facebook post ever. Like, I'm like, I need to hire her to come do mine. So good. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Vanette. So Vanette's birthday is today, like we said. And what I love about Vanette is that she is just a die-hard friend. She got your back. She is a true friend. If she is a friend, I can say that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people in my life, a lot of girls, and Vanette definitely is my top, one of my top ladies in my life, because she is a die-hard. If you need something, she got a air support. And she'll curse you out a nice kind of way, even when she don't really want to curse you out. She'll curse you out. She will say no if she don't want to do something. She's not gonna do something she don't want to do. She keeps it real all the time.
Yeah.
She gives me advice that I may not want to hear, but if I say what should I do? Well,
right. That's her favorite start off.
Well. But I love you, Vanette Hill. Happy birthday. I'm so glad that you are my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you, Vanette.
Love you.
Yes.
And last but not least, Niecy Pooh.
Denise.
Oh, let's see. I think that we were at class. We had this African American class, right? And the teacher who taught it was this little old white guy. I'm like, he teaching, and everybody wanted his class. His class, I'm telling you, it really was good, and he knew a lot. And it's so funny because if you didn't hurry up and register for him for the semester,
you wasn't gonna get in.
You wasn't getting in his class. That's how good of a teacher he was, and how booked his classes were every single semester. So I had met her at the we were in class together, and she happened to work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I worked for Blue Care Network. So we were there in class, and I had my oldest son there with me. And I forgot what had happened, but we were sitting together. And I forgot what did happen. She was like, "That's your baby?" Because
the teacher said something, and then Denise was like, "Yeah, I got my baby with me." Mind you, her son like 6'5", 6'6", some foolish shit. He big, like looking like a baby Hulk up in the classroom. I'm like, that ain't no baby.
Right. Exactly. And we just hit it off, because of where we worked and everything. And I'm like, well, I'm at, Blue Care Network. And she's like, I'm at Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And so, one thing led to another and everything. And we've been, friends ever since. And I think
then we ended up in the Anita class, remember?
Yeah.
That's what did it. Well, we ended up in Anita class.
Yes.
And then so we ended up in Anita's class.
Which is our Anita was our professor, and she's our
She was
diva.
our professor.
Yes,
and
she's
so
our grand diva. So
she was assigning us groups, and we
yes.
got assigned to the same group. It was a group of like four or five of us.
No, it was 5 of us.
5 of us. And
yes.
so we named the group the Divas. So
yes.
that's why sometimes you hear us, we just call each other Diva. We never even say each other's name most of the time.
Yes.
Because in the group, that was the name of the group. The group was the Divas. And it was so hilarious. And Denise used to always laugh at me because we would stop at the gas station sometimes.
Oh my gosh. I was telling somebody about this the other day. So anyway, we'll stop at the gas station and get our snacks. Because we coming straight from work. And we're going, right to class. So Vanette would always get some chips. And she'd be sitting up there. So the teacher is talking. And all you can hear is and her mouth would be closed. But she would be chewing the chips and all you can hear is I used to be like, how could she be so loud if she's chewing with her mouth closed? It used to be so hilarious. I used to just look at her like, girl, if you don't stop with them chips. Oh
and the funny thing was, y'all, you know how when you chew, but you think you hearing it from the inside of your ear, so it's only loud to you. So I didn't know that everybody else heard it, and I was
my God. It used to be so funny. I used to be like, oh my God. I'm surprised the teacher don't say, just stop it. Stop it. But yeah, we used to have so much fun in class, and then we actually the other 4 ladies that was in the group. Well, it was 4 of us that was in the group, and so we called ourselves the Divas. We had to make a presentation in front of Anita, who we called her our grand diva, and it's so funny because she told everybody in the class, when you do your presentations, don't get up here and just start reading, because I can read for myself, is what she said. So she's like, I want you guys to know your presentation and get up and speak. And we had our presentation, and she gave us a time limit, down pat. We had practice and practice and practice. And each one of us had a segment that we had to actually talk about. And so we got up there and we did the doggone thing. And Nita was so proud of us, and we were so proud of ourselves too. And from then on, we said, okay, we're gonna, call ourselves a diva. You the grand diva, since you was our professor and everything. So we would meet at Stephanie's house, and Stephanie was one of the divas that was that can cook out of this world. Yeah. Oh my goodness. She loves to cook too. And so we would go over to her home, and she would cook everything. I mean, like lamb chops and prime rib and just all kind of stuff. And she was famous for her cheesecakes. Yeah. So she has her cheesecakes, and her cheesecakes would be like, hold on, let me put my, like this thick. Yes. And she would try every different flavor of cheesecakes and everything.
She used to make apple crumb cheesecake, sweet potato cheesecake.
Yes, raspberry, apple, cherry, strawberry. I mean, just any kind of cheesecake. And it's so funny because Vanette, whenever we go over there, girl, Vanette coming with the Tupperware. She would come with the Tupperware so many times. I'm like, well, dang, I need to start bringing my Tupperware too.
Listen, it don't take long. She had all this food laid out, and she would want us to take it with us.
She would want us to take it home.
Because she wouldn't want all that food at her house. So I was like, oh, I'm bringing Ziploc bags, and then I bring my Ziploc, and everybody like, you got enough for me? No, I didn't bring Ziploc. Oh, y'all, I brought Ziploc for me. Yeah. And then Denise just be like, Diva, bring an extra Ziploc bag for me so I can take some food home.
Yes, so
that used to be
funny. Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all, me and Yo-Yo, we used to work in the bar together. So Yo-Yo wanted, so I used to bartend. And, mind you, Yo-Yo came up here 18 years old, like 18, from Mississippi to Detroit. And ended up becoming an office manager for a Black-owned electrical company at 18. I was so impressed. Yes, at 18.
Yes.
I was like, and then at some point I needed a job and she hired me. I was like, yes. But and Yo-Yo, she real quiet. Like I could see by her demeanor. She real quiet. But she's the type of person that's like a quiet storm. You know, people who sit back and they watch and listen, but when they say something, they're gonna cut you. They cut deep. When they do cut you, they cut deep. Yeah. So she an office manager in an office full of all men.
Yeah.
All men. When I tell you she ran that like she was a military sergeant, they didn't give her no problem. She did not talk about respect.
My first job.
Yeah, she did
outside
not.
of working at home. I'm the oldest girl of 5, so you can imagine. Yeah.
Yes.
She had them. I used to tell them. I was telling the guys. One day I told the guys something, and I think they had to go ask Yo-Yo. They was like, "I ain't going in there. You go in there." Like these big old grown men scared to come ask her for something.
18-year-old. That's funny.
Yeah, that is.
She was running it.
They was foolish. Yeah.
Yes. They were so foolish. Oh my God. But it was a fun time. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we had a good crew.
Oh,
they took care of us though. They was some good guys. They were.
Yeah. And they used to be so foolish with some of the stuff they used to say. Remember them jokes they used to tell Tony them? Oh my God, y'all, listen. So they was so nasty. When I think Yo-Yo cussed them out from one end to the other end about the bathroom.
Right.
They was horrible.
When I tell you she got in their butt, like I felt bad for them.
Yeah, you let me sit up there. You let me talk about them so bad that somebody was there standing just listening. Yeah.
Wasn't they was in the inventory closet or something, wasn't they? So, and they was like, "We heard y'all." Oh my God, that was so funny. And then the owner used to try to get us to sign the paperwork like something illegal. I was like, I ain't signing nothing. And Yo-Yo used to be like, "Nah, Mr. Otis, I'm not signing that. You can sign it, but I'm not signing that." I was like, I do not look good in prison orange. No, sir. What? But yeah, so you know, with this Sista Self-Care Sunday, like we've been sharing stories, but it's really loving on your sisters, loving on your friends. It's such a blessing, you know, when you have good friends, like through thick and thin, you know, and just like with anything, we have ups and downs, but we still family, we still friends, and you know who those friends are that stick by you. And so these are my friends that I love. I appreciate them so much. They have been there with me through ups and downs, going through a breakup. Like, I'm just being full transparent with y'all today. It's their Sunday. We keeps it real. I went through a breakup the beginning of this year. And when I tell y'all it took my breath away, And my support team, my sisters, they was right there. Like if I just needed to call and just be like, I can't believe it's over. Oh my God. You know, if I just needed to cry, I could cry. You know, they give me pep talks. If I just needed to sit on the phone and really not say much, but listen to them, you know, whatever I needed, they was there, you know, and you have to make time in your life for your friends.
Yes.
You know, like me and Yo-Yo, we might not talk for months at a time, but when we pick that phone up, it's just like we talked just a minute ago and we even got caught back up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we might not see
never skip a beat.
Never skip a beat. But when we get together, listen, and when it comes to being in person, we might be 10 to 15 years before we see each other in person, but when we do, child, it's just like we was when we was in our 18, 19, and 20. We right back there again. You know, God just bless you with good people. And that's what I really want people to take away from this episode. when you see the love that we have and the support, when you have people that's really rooting for you, you know who those people are. The people that got your back, that's not looking for nothing in return, that's loving on you when you don't even have the strength to love on yourself. That's going to keep.
What's good about it too is that we're not like individual. We travel as a group. We talk to each other as a group on a day-to-day basis. We may go out, because Yo-Yo is not, in the state, but we go out together. We're going to have dinner or, go like we just, went to the concert a couple of weeks ago here. And we have another good friend. So when you can have your sisters and they all can get together and all love on one another at one time. That's the good thing, because like Vanette said, I can count my close sisters on my hand.
Right.
And, for all of us to be able to get together and all of us to be able to be sisters one to another and to help each other out, and to be able to pray for one another and or pray when things are going wrong, even if it's not in our inner circle and we need to pray for somebody else outside of the inner circle, that we can call each other and say, hey, we got to get together, we need some prayers to go up. And so that's the thing about having close sister friends. Not that we want anything from each other, that we're trying to get something out of each other, or that we're trying to talk about each other behind our, one of the other, back, or, or do any of that. And, that's the thing. If you have to, have somebody that's talking behind your back, or, and that's really, doing dirt, behind your back and all that stuff, that's really not your friend. Your friend is going to tell you the truth, even during the times that they don't want to hear it. Your friend is going to be there and say, hey, I don't care if it's 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, call me if you need me. A friend is going to be like, okay, come on, let's pray right now, and that's going to pray over the phone with you, or even come to you to pray or whatever. Right. So that's what we need, and that's what everybody needs, is a sister like that. So
absolutely, you have to make time.
Yes.
From and even just to touch in, because then you have to know your friends. Some friends, you have different relationships with different people, but the love is still, very strong. You know what I mean? So I just think that's important, and that's really what I hope that everybody gets from seeing the love that we have. Because the other thing is, like, we're on a group chat, right? But the one thing we all have in common is me, because everybody in my circle all met through me. But I love that they'll be on a group chat, texting each other, saying good morning, sending out prayers and love. And I love that when your friends can connect. I love that they get along, and it's love. And if they were to hang out with each other and hung out without me, I wouldn't feel bad.
And we have.
And so, because I feel like that's when it's a strong sisterhood.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think that's beautiful. And I like that. And I love my friends. So if y'all could leave the people with something about friendship, what would it be? So me and Denise gave ours. But Felicia and Yo-Yo, what's something about friendship? They all like, what? We got what? I say something else?
I told you it was going to be a question, Felicia. I told you.
Set us up.
So what is something about friendship you would leave people with?
Lottie, you want to go first?
No,
I'll go first. Friendship. what I believe, the advice I will leave about friendship is to have each other's back, to be there for each other. Sometimes we have to do things for our friends we now may not want to do, but because of the love and the strong bond we have as friends, as sisterhood, as women, we need that type of bond. We need that sisterhood. We need to rely on people because sometimes we as women, especially Black women, we try to do everything on our own. I don't need
Yeah.
nobody. I got this. I got this. So it's important to reach out to your friends when you need something, even when you don't want to bother them, bother them to help you out, to guide you, to give you advice, and to pray with you. So I would
Mhm.
say get a strong bond, get a friendship. Friendship is important, and get a strong bond. Try to be there for your friends always, and just be grateful when you get that friendship amongst
Yeah.
beautiful women like we have.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that, Felicia. I love the part when you need help to ask your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that. She give good advice, but Felicia last one gonna ask for help. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Felicia,
Yeah.
like what's
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That's my thing. I'll figure it out.
Yep, yep. So we gonna boomerang that thing right back at you. Like
Yes. Exactly.
you gotta ask for help, but
I'm
that's so
I'm
true.
growing. I'm growing. I'm trying to grow, but I understand that I
But
ain't
that's
superwoman like I want to be.
you be
Exactly.
So
you
thank
show up
you.
for everybody else, and then people be waiting to see like, okay, do Felicia need something? Like
Right.
so yeah,
You're
but
right.
that's
You're right.
so sisters, actual sisters. Sometimes everybody be the strong one, right? And people don't think the strong one need help because they never ask, but you have to ask
Exactly.
because being a strong one is a terrible, awful myth. It's it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's, it's something that we've had to do. No woman choose to stand alone and do everything by herself. Like I don't know no woman who woke up like, "Whoo, I just want to do all this by myself without any help and
Exactly.
any support and be there for everybody all the time and be on
Mm-hmm.
all the time." Like that's
Yes.
Right.
exhausting. Exhausting. Especially when
Very
everybody
exhausting.
for the answer. Like if you that person in your immediate family for the answer and everybody looking at you, well, what's the answer?
Exactly.
It's exhausting.
It
So
is.
that
Yes.
was a good one, Felicia. That was a good one. Okay, yo, what you got
All
for
right,
us?
yo yo.
Let's see. I think friendship, especially among women, it's a sisterhood. It's it's a time to just have a good friend you could be free with,
Mm,
Yes.
and just have that moment of peace. Because sometimes your friends can bring that peace, and they can bring drama too, but they can bring that peace that you need. You need that peace, just someone you can talk to. I can call Bennett, or now I can see that I text y'all in the chat and ask for prayers when I didn't really even know who was on the chat with
Mm-hmm.
me, but that's what y'all did. Y'all prayed for me, for my friend that I needed, for
Yeah.
someone that y'all have never met or talked to. Y'all prayed for her in her time of need. So just knowing that you have good people,
mm-hmm.
it's hard to come across good people, um,
Amen.
especially now in this day and time. And
Mm-hmm.
just having a
Ooh,
good group of people that you can count on, just like you said, if nothing else, to pray with you. To pray with you or to guide you when you need it. My friend Vanette is very good in trying to guide us on career and everything else in
Yeah.
life. But I love her for that because it's um it's sincere, it's genuine.
Yeah.
She really wants everyone to succeed as much as she has.
Yes.
But that's what a good friend is, you know.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think that was
And
some
you know
important
what?
there too. I think because the one thing I like what you said, yo, when you talked about a safe space, I think for women to be vulnerable with other women and not feel
Right.
judged is
Mhm.
so
Right.
where you
Right.
can just be your real self.
Be
Like
yourself.
I can unpack myself with all y'all. That's why I only got a small knit of women. That's my
Yeah.
group. Because I could
Right.
just unpack the good, the bad, the ugly. You
Right.
know what I mean?
And
Right.
you know what else too? Not only that, but definitely when you have, a group of women and that's not trying to be like crabs in a barrel that, oh, let me get to the top. Each
Right.
one of us actually has helped one another out. It's not like we have selfish motives where, oh no, oh, I got this job or this, that, and the other, and you're not trying
Right.
to help your sister to get to where you are. And I've never been like that. I've never, ever, every job that I've ever been on, I've always pulled other people in. Come on, come on, come on. All my, other, women, you
But
know,
even if you're not even talking about just on a job level, but just
right.
how about just going out? That's one
Right.
thing
Exactly.
I say about my close knit friends, my
Yes.
girls, y'all. We go out, listen.
Mhm.
Ain't no competition.
Nope.
Nobody feeling if we go out, like for example, me and Felicia used to go out. Listen, Felicia is not a dancer. She don't like to dance. She like to people watch.
Right.
Have to be on
Yep.
the floor. We don't see each other almost sometimes till either I need to take a break and get something to drink or it's time to go. And you know what? We done had ourselves a great time that night. We like, girl, did you have? We like, yeah. You know what I mean? Whereas I have gone out with some women, which I didn't go out with no more because you had to babysit them.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like they thought we was on a date, maybe. I don't know, but I was like, I'm just like, you gonna do the hustle with me? Cause I'm not gonna, I want to be on the flow. You know what I
Right.
mean? Same thing with Yo-Yo. Me and Yo-Yo, when we would get together and do stuff. Child, Yo-Yo keep herself company, listen to the music, vibe, and I'm gonna be doing me. Denise, she gonna be on the floor more than me. Me and Denise go out, y'all. Oh, we gonna have another episode. But I will say this: Denise dance on the floor more than me, more than me. So she gets it in.
That was back then.
Yeah, that was back before. I don't want to get her in trouble. That was back before she was married. So, but we just have fun, and that's good. I love it when you can go out with a group of women or with
Yes.
your girl, and like some women feel like when y'all out together that if no guy's talking to them, like they ain't having no good time and they ready to just leave.
Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
y'all done seen them kind of women. I know
Yeah.
you seen
Mhm.
them kind of women, Felicia. When yeah, we gonna keep that between us. I'll share with y'all offline. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
anywho, that's how you know when you got your crew, your girls, because if my girl meets somebody that's nice, I'm happy for her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm
Yeah.
just happy for her. Like if she vibing and having a good time, and
Mhm.
so it's just sisterhood is magical, y'all.
Yes.
Yes.
Magical. It's a way of nourishing your soul. It
Mhm.
truly is.
It
It
really is.
it does. It's because it's family. Like you like family. It don't matter if y'all didn't come from the same mom or dad. You
Mm-mm.
family.
Yes.
Right.
Cause
Right.
my group of girls that's small in there, they can't get rid of me. Like might be like a boomerang. You might throw me away for a little while, but I be back. Like bam.
Hey, no. Yep. That's right though. That's right.
Yeah. You just the same. It's keep the love. So
And
Indeed.
also, friendship is having your best interest, someone having your best interest at heart. Because even though
Yes.
people may be your friend or people that you may know, not
yeah.
everybody has your best interest at heart. So that's a true definition of friendship. If somebody cares about
Right.
you and what you may go through and wanted to protect you from harm and
Yeah.
danger in this mean and cruel world.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And they see, I like it when they see more in you than you can see in yourself at times.
Mhm.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? When
Right.
they
Yeah, I
like
know
you,
Vanette used us for her stories, her sister's Sunday on Thursday thoughts. I know she using me some of my life stories as her topic. But I'm okay, I embrace it and I accept it. Thank you, Vanette.
you
Right.
always say it. Felicia always say that, y'all. I do not. People be like, "That's a shame. She exposing her friends." I
She sure
don't.
do, yeah.
Stop it.
She'll say people I know. She don't say Felicia. I know she's talking about me, but I appreciate that.
She talk about all of us. Yep.
But yeah, so this has been a very fun Sister Self Care Sunday. I love my
Yes.
girls. I'm so glad y'all
And
spent
we
it with
love
me.
you.
We
We
love
love
you. Happy birthday,
Yes.
Vanette.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Thank y'all. Now y'all know I want to say a special shout out to my girls because y'all know every year I'm normally waking up on my birthday,
Yes.
beachfront in the ocean somewhere in the Caribbean, and this year I didn't. So I was feeling like a little, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was feeling some kind of way because I was still in the United States. However, this has been so fun to spend it with my girls. So I'm excited. It's been fun
Yes.
and I'm
Yes.
ever blessed. And thank y'all. And you all tune in next time to Sister Self-Care Sunday. Until then, stay blessed and enjoy your friends.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We out.